Hi,
Hello,
Army.
Andy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning to Iman and Nena. What are you doing, Army? I'm reading a book, English for Mathematics Education.
You're very diligent.
What is the topic of our study today, Army? Today's lesson is non-circular type two-dimensional object. The bell has rang. Let's go to class. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Novryarni Saputri, as first speaker. Okay, I will explain about definition of non-circular side two-dimensional object, square, rectangle, acute triangle, and right-angle triangle. What is non-circular side two-dimensional object? Non-circular side two-dimensional object is mathematically named as the area bounded by n-side polygon or just n-side polygon. Some of figures that are common characteristic which is diagonal. Diagonal is a line segment connecting two corners not on the same side within the figure. Look at this figure. ABCD is the square in which AC and BD are diagonals. Diagonals can invite the idea of fault symmetry. Fault symmetry entails the idea a half of an object is a mirror of another half. The mirror line is called line symmetry. Look at this rectangle. It will have a horizontal line symmetry like this. When one part is flipped over, it will overlap exactly with the other. And we will also have a vertical symmetry like this. Flip this part, and we see the perfect overlap. So, rectangle has two fold symmetry. Next, rotational symmetry. A figure has rotational symmetry if it's fully rotated on center point, looks exactly like the original shape. Look this parallelogram. Now, the figure rests at 0 degrees. After rotating it by 90 degrees, we get this shape, and it's not the same as the original. Let's rotate the original shape by 180 degrees, and we see that it looks exactly like the original shape. Rotating it by 270 degrees gives us the shape which is not the same as the original. And rotating it by 360 degrees gives us the original shape back. The rotate parallelogram looks exactly like the original shape twice, once at 180 degrees and another at 360 degrees. So, parallelogram has two rotational symmetry. Kinds of non-circular side two-dimensional objects. What is square? A square is a two-dimensional object figure with 4 sides and 4 angles. All its sides are equal. AB equals BC equals CD equals DE. Square has 4 equal angles. Angle A equals angle B equals angle C equals angle D equals 90 degrees. Square has two diagonals, AC and ABD, which intersect at point E. Square has the horizontal as well as the vertical fold symmetry, and the diagonals will also be fold symmetry. So, square has 4 fold symmetry, and square has 4 rotational symmetry if it's rotated on its center point by 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. The square looks exactly like the original shape. So, square has 4 rotational symmetry. We can find the shape of a square in a game board or chessboard, a wall clock, and in a slice of bread around us. Next, rectangle. What is a rectangle? A rectangle is a two-dimensional shape in geometry, has 4 sides and 4 angles. Rectangle has 2 pairs of sides. AD equals BC, AB equals CD. Rectangle has 4 equal angles. Angle A equals angle B equals angle C equals angle D equals 90 degrees. Rectangle has 2 diagonals, AC and BD, which intersect at point. Rectangle has the horizontal and the vertical fold symmetry, so rectangle has 2 fold symmetry. Rectangle has 2 rotational symmetry. If it's rotated on its center point by 90 degrees on 270 degrees, it's not the same as the original. But if it's rotated by 180 degrees and 360 degrees, the rectangle looks exactly like the original shape. So rectangle has 2 rotational symmetry. Rectangle being the most common shape form a part of our day-to-day life. Some real-life examples of the rectangle are tabletops, books, mobile phones, TV around us. Next, triangle. What is triangle? A triangle is 2-dimensional object plus figure with 3 angles and 3 sides. There are 3 kinds of triangle based on angle measure, within which are acute triangle, direct angle triangle, and obtuse triangle. And 3 kinds of triangle based in the length of the side, within which equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalene triangle. We can find the shape of a triangle in a flag, musical instrument triangle, and a roadside signboard. Okay, I will explain about acute triangle. Acute triangle is a triangle in which all the angles are less than 90 degrees. Each one of the angle A, angle B, C is less than 90 degrees. Next, right angle triangle. A right angle triangle is a triangle in which one of the angles is exactly 90 degrees.
Hi friends, I am Amoria Mahdalena. I will continue our discussion of the third type of triangle based on angular size. The triangle is an obtuse triangle. Friends, try to see. That's the shape of an obtuse triangle. Why the triangle is called an obtuse triangle? My friends almost ask like that, right? Try to pay attention to the angle B. Angle B is one of the angles of the triangle with an angle of more than 90 degrees or an angle of 90 to 180 degrees that causes the triangle to be called an obtuse triangle. But the triangle also has 2 angles, each of which is less than 90 degrees, which means it is an acute angle. Can the triangle be called an acute triangle? Of course not, because if there is a triangle that has an angle measuring more than 90 degrees, then the triangle can be called an obtuse triangle. But if we say the triangle is an acute triangle, if all the angles each have angles less than 90 degrees. We will continue to the next material. This time, we will discuss kind of triangle based on the length of the side. The first is an equilateral triangle. Why is it called an equilateral triangle? That is because an equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides, namely CB is equal to BA, equal to CA, and 3 equal angles, namely angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C. Next, there is an isosceles triangle because this triangle has 2 sides of the same length. Which side is it? If we see that the length of the sides CA and CB are the same, this is what causes the triangle to be an isosceles triangle. The last type of triangle is a scalene triangle. It's said to be a scalene triangle because the triangle has 3 sides of unequal length. Okay, let's see that the side length is not the same as AB, is not the same as BC. BC is not the same as AC. Okay friends, this time I will give you the characteristic of a parallelogram shape that is composed of four sides. At first glance, parallelogram shape similar to a rectangle. It's just that the sides on the left and right are sloping. Characteristic of a parallelogram: first, it has two pairs of sides that are the same length. AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. Next, angle A is equal to angle C, is an acute angle. Angle A is equal to angle C, has an angle of less than 90 degrees, and angle B is equal to angle D, is an obtuse angle. Angle B is equal to angle D, has an angle greater than 90 degrees. Next, take a look at the picture. Diagonals BD intersect with diagonals AC, so that the diagonals that intersect are divided into two pairs of equal segments. We name the intersection point is O, then the segment length OD is equal to OB, and the segment length OA is equal to the segment length OC. So, AC is equal to BD, BO is equal to OD, and AO is equal to OC. Next characteristic has no fold symmetry. Why not have a parallelogram fold symmetry? It is because the ladder does not have the number of folds a plane can form into two equal parts. Can you prove it? Try to shape the paper into tiered shape. After that you fold it. When fold, the fold does not divide the tire into two equal parts. Whichever direction you fold it, it will not divide into two equal halves. Last characteristic has the rotational symmetry, already explained by our friends Novryarni that rotational symmetry is rotation in a flat shape up to one full turn at the center of symmetry so that it returns to its original frame. You can see this picture so that a parallelogram has. Okay my friends, thank you very much. That's all the material I can explain. Hopefully friends can understand it. Then I leave it to Nuriman.
Hello everyone, I'm Nuriman as speaker 3, and I want to explain with you about trapezoid, kite, and rhombus. So, 1. Trapezoid. Trapezoid. There are three kinds of trapezoid. 1. Isosceles trapezoid, 2. Right trapezoid, and 3. Scalene trapezoid. So, 1. Isosceles trapezoid. Can you look at the picture? There are isosceles trapezoid A, B, C, D. So, from the picture, we know the characteristic of isosceles trapezoid. So, the characteristic of isosceles trapezoid is 1. ED and BC have the same length. 2. It has one pair of parallel sides, AB parallel CD. 3. It has two pairs equal angle. Angle A equals angle B and angle C equals angle D. 4. It has two intersecting diagonals, DE equals CF. And last of characteristic of isosceles trapezoid is T equals tall trapezoid. Okay everyone, next, right trapezoid. Can you look the picture of right trapezoid ABCD? From the picture, we know the characteristic of right trapezoid. So, the characteristic of right trapezoid is 1. It has pair of equal angle. Angle A equals angle B equals 90 degrees. 2. It has one pair of opposite side parallel to each other. AB parallel CD. 3. It has two pairs equal sum of angle. angle A plus angle D and angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Last of characteristic of right trapezoid is ED is considered the height of the trapezoid. Okay everyone, next 3 scalene trapezoid. So, can you look the picture of scalene trapezoid A, B, C, D? From the picture, we know the characteristic of scalene trapezoid. So, the characteristic of scalene trapezoid is one side have different side. 2. It has one pair of opposite parallel sides, AB parallel CD. And 3. It has two pairs of equal angle, angle E plus angle D equals angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Okay everyone, next the topic is kite. So, can you look the picture of kite ABCD? From the picture, we know the characteristic of kite. So, the characteristic of kite is 1. ED and CD have the same length. 2. EB and BC have the same length. 3. It has two equal angle, angle A equals angle C. 4. It has two diagonal lines, EC and BC, that have different length. The lines intersect and mutually perpendicular. 5. It has one fold symmetry. And last of characteristic of kite is it has one rotational symmetry. Okay, next everyone, the topic is rhombus. So, can you look the picture of rhombus ABCD? For the picture, we know the characteristic of rhombus. So, the characteristic of rhombus is 1. ED, BC, CD, and DA have the same length. 2. It has two pairs equal of opposite angle, angle B equals angle C, and angle E equals angle C. 3. It has mutually perpendicular diagonals and bisect each other and the same length. Okay everyone, I have finished the topic and I hope you understand with my explain with you, and thank you for your attention and goodbye everyone.
What do you think about today's lesson?
Yes, it is exciting and interesting.
That's right, Inan.
I agree with you.
Well, I wanna go home first. Bye. Bye, man.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.